Hi, I'm Mauricio Schuler and you're listening to the Schulering Hub, a podcast gathering hospitality professionals from around the world to talk about what hospitality is and what isn't, and their lives, the innovations, and the ideas that set some businesses apart and others not. We also talk about the future, the trends, and recently we embarked on a journey to search for happiness in hospitality. What makes hospitality a happy place? What are the hurdles that block happiness from happening? And what can we do to overcome them? I invite you to be part of this journey. We make this for you, so I hope you enjoy it. Hey yo, lovely people, and welcome to another episode of the Schulering Hub podcast talking hospitality. I am your host, Mauricio, today on holidays mode, but I wouldn't let you be without your hospitality content while I'm resting my mind. So we brought to you our 9-episode series, The Quest for Happiness in Hospitality, where I share the microphone with Nah-Dja Tien, a respectable hotelier, one of the greatest achievements that I know in the human side of hospitality. This first episode, Finding Happiness in Hospitality, you will learn how passion for service lay the foundation of happiness in hospitality, how to create safe workplaces where your employees feel valued and empowered to deliver greatest service, and we'll learn the pivotal role of leadership to nurture a culture of positivity and excellence. Now, I know that you must be excited to start the show, but I need your help to grow this channel. Hit the subscribing button down here, because as we grow our channel and our show gets bigger, we can invite even better guests to come and talk to us. We become more interesting for the industry. So please help us and we can help the industry to evolve through learning content. And if you like the show, please consider sharing with your contacts. But now, sit down and relax and learn something new with Schulering today. Hello, lovely people. Mauricio Schuler here, your host once again. And today we are searching for happiness. To do that, I invited once again my dear friend here, Nah-Dja Tien, to discuss what is happiness in hospitality and if it's possible to find it. Thank you for joining us, Nah-Dja.
You're welcome. Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting.
It's not the first time that we are chatting, but I'm taking you as a mentor even, because you have so much to share and you have such a big heart. And happiness in hospitality, you introduced me happiness at work, that concept, that beautiful event we went together there. And that clicked that, wow, who's talking about the happiness in hospitality, and why not to try to figure it out? What are the things that can make hospitality a happy place? And what's your takes on happiness in hospitality?
I think, first of all, Mauricio, you need to be a little bit hospitality crazy. You need to love people. You need to love, serving people. And happiness is very much related to that, because those outgoing people that do that, they can find really a nice place in hospitality, to take their hearts and give it, to the customers that they are serving, basically. And if a manager is able to do that as well, and you have, like-minded people from both sides, then it becomes very interesting, and I think it makes a very happy, possible place. And I also know many people that are not happy in hospitality. They try it. Mainly, I think, not this hospitality crazy people. That is the big thing.
My first action when we came to discuss and we agree, like, let's have that idea. Let's chat about happiness in hospitality. Like, my first action was trying to understand what happiness is, right? Like, just trying to grab the concept, like, what is to be happy? I ask a few of these questions to our guests. So if people go back to our episode with Nikki, where we discuss mindfulness in hospitality, and he was talking about what are the blockages of happiness and how mindfulness can help on getting purpose. And that was a big thing for happiness. And you said really well now, right? having that hospitality crazy people means that you are dealing with people, so you have your purpose in life, and probably that's why it makes you happy. But things that I found out that they experience joy and contentment and positive well-being, and all this for the people that are hospitality people, as we say, it seems to be what drives them to the industry and keeps them in the industry. What is your experience with the people that are not so hospitality minded, and how they see it, and how do they deal with daily operations, and how can we spot them?
Happiness is something different for each individual. I don't think you can make one big happiness statement and this is, applicable to everybody. So you also have different kinds of happiness in your life and in hospitality as well. When we started to talk about happiness and work, which is basically happiness and hospitality in my case, it was trying to give people a workplace where they could feel safe. That was for me the biggest thing. If you feel safe in your workplace, you are allowed to be both negative and positive. Then suddenly people open up, completely. I actually went as far to put systems in my hotel where people could put a ball into a tube and show, okay, am I happy today? Am I not happy today? If I'm not happy, it's fine, safe. We will put you in reservations and you don't talk to people, while other people will take over your job being guest-facing, because it's, it is the guest-facing part. If you have a problem, which could be anything, it might prevent you that day to be really, service giving. So when you spot somebody that is not, 100% happy, I think if you have this inclusive environment and safe environment, and you understand through training with your team that the goal is always to, serve people as well as possible. Sometimes it's not possible. Those people who are really not, interested or happy in what they are doing, I think you spot that very fast in an organization that is supposed to be, the best, service-minded hotel in an area or in a city.
What can, because businesses, of course, I see them when they find someone that has that hospitality DNA, that crazy hospitality people, they are extremely happy to have that person with them, right? But now we are in a moment of the industry that we are very happy to have sometimes anyone sitting in that place, right? We just need someone and we are happy with anyone, please just stay here until the end of the shift. How can a manager overcome that thing and keep that positive environment with the team around as well when we have someone that probably is not the right fit?
You're talking about managers. And I think those managers that are currently managing hotels and are in need of staff, they need to look, they need to manage by the work, but by doing. They have to show first, what it is in their organization, what they expect, and basically show that every day to the clients and the people that are around them. Then you can start doing training and say to the people, okay, I show you what I want from you. Yeah, and this is, I would like you to follow that lead, that example of what needs to be done. I think the regular feedback now with, I just have to put myself back into my mind. I had goosebumps sometimes, and I walk through my hotel and I see lots of people with happy faces, eating, drinking, nice music, candlelight, all happy. You have like a whole lobby restaurant full of people that are having fun, eating, drinking. I mean, this is what hospitality is all about. And I know that this goosebumps is not something that I can teach easily, but I talked about it in every single meeting. I try to evoke, the same ideas to the people that I work with. It's very much a people thing. And if you remember, I told you once that I like to work with people that I kind of fell in love with. It doesn't matter. It's not a romantic love, but you need to have some kind of like-minded, feeling between the people.
100% agree. Nah-Dja, it's just, we are going to be talking a lot about happiness and what it is, how it stops, what are the hurdles in the industry that may stop the happiness to happen? Even if you are hospitality person, you may not be happy at work, and why? And we're going to be starting out. You will be my guest in many of the discussions, so thank you very much. If I could get one last thing, one last ask for our audience, a good book for people searching for happiness.
My life was changed with a book called Happy Hour is 9 to 5. This is from an author called Alexander Kjerul, a Danish author. And until I read that book, I thought that my mindset was absolutely away from the standard and the norm. And then suddenly I read this book and I see mindsets, I see examples of people, how they are treated. Maybe it's Scandinavian, no idea. But suddenly I said, hey, there's somebody that thinks exactly like me. So anybody that is interested to listen and to see examples about this, Happy Hour is 9 to 5. That is a very interesting book.
Happy Hour is 9 to 5. I hope that everyone here will get that book and start searching for happiness just as we are. Thank you, Nah-Dja. I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you too. Bye.